welcome to Finance Conversations. This is the 16th episode of the Merging Life and Money Show, and I am super excited to be with you today. For those of you who do not know me, I am your host, Marie-Jo César. I help frustrated professional women acquire and apply the relevant financial skills and knowledge they need to take control of their finances, manage their money, and understand that they can live their best life with the money they have. Thank you for joining in today. If you are watching the replay, make sure to type #replay in the chat and please leave me some comments and questions. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. I come to you live every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to share valuable information about how to achieve financial wellness and live your life with means and meaning. Today's show is the third episode of a new series titled The Scoop on Women and Money. I will focus on the importance of knowing your financial why and recognizing your life purpose. So grab a pen and a notebook, as you might want to take some note and discuss them further with family members, friends, colleagues, etc. But it is about sharing values that could benefit others. If you have any comment or question, make sure to put them in the chat. And if you want to talk to me directly, I will share my contact information later in the show. So, as you know, the main objective of the Merging Life and Money Show and my very strong why is to empower as many women as possible with what I know about money and finance. So today, I will talk about your financial why and the importance of knowing what it is. I will focus on 3 points. What's the why behind your financial decisions? How can you find your why? And why knowing your why is important to live a purposeful life. Let's look at the first point. What is the why behind your financial decisions? Before we get into it, let's determine what your why means. Why or purpose is the reason for which something exists or the reason for which something is done. It is what I call your raison d'être, which is the word for the word for word French translation for reason of being, in other terms, reason for your existence. So everyone has a why, a deep-seated purpose, a cause, a belief that inspire you to do the things that you do. So just paraphrasing Simon Sinek, American author who popularized the why concept, right? So your why is unique to your situation. It brings you purpose to your life, and it's a precursor for the way you live your life. Also, it makes your goals more achievable and real. Having a why makes your actions more intentional. It motivates you to do what you do in life and gives you a reason for waking up in the morning and face the day. So, finding your why is a journey. While it helps you create a stable financial future for you and your family, it is much deeper than just that. So, if I were to ask you to define your why, would you know what it is? Well, I consistently ask this question to people, and more often than not, the answer is no. So knowing your why helps you navigate through life. Many of you go through life on autopilot. You work your 9 to 5 job, never considering the possibility of other options. Maybe you have a high-paying corporate job that you don't even like, but because of the income and responsibilities that you have, you feel like you have no option but to stay. Okay, I am not telling you to leave your job. I am just asking you to be introspective, and determine what is important to you and how you should go about it. Most of you have some goals in life. Some of them are small and short term. Others are more significant and long term. They may be career goals, exercise goals, weight loss, be a better parent or partner, earn more, save more, and the list goes on and on. At the end of it all, it is important to nail down your real life purpose and focus on making it your why. And anytime you start to question the journey you are on, you can always go back to your why for renewed inspiration and motivation. So, are your goals driving your behavior, or are they like New Year's resolutions that last for about a month and then disappear? Well, until you are able to identify what's behind your goals, they are more likely to fade away and get replaced by the next new thing. So finding your financial why can do wonders for your motivation and your ability to reach your financial goals. For example, if you are saving, paying off debts, and investing because it is what you were told to do, please take a step back and think about why you really should be doing it, right? Everyone's finances are different. So determine your own reasons instead of following the crowd. And as long as you have purpose, you will stay focused on your financial journey. Now, second point that I mentioned earlier, how can you find your financial why? Self-examination is a place to start. Finding your financial why or financial purpose is simple. All you need to do is think of all your goals, short and long terms, and your spending habits. Then write them down on a piece of paper, on your phone, your tablet, or whatever works for you. Okay? And these goals will help you guide your efforts in the right direction. Let's look at 3 ways that can help you start figuring out your why. And they are: 1, analyze your personal thoughts. 2, examine your family's goals. And 3, study your spending habits. So let's look at analyzing your personal thoughts. Are you constantly thinking about getting your dream car or upgrading to a new smartphone, for example? Do you frequently find yourself dreaming of living in a nice suburban house or wanting a lake house or a cabin in the woods? Make a list of all your thoughts to understand what you aspire to achieve in life. Okay? So these thoughts are nothing but your purpose or reasons for why you work so hard to earn money. Once you know your purpose, you can then invest your money in a manner that will help you fulfill all of these dreams. Second, way of defining your why: examine your family's goals. Do you want your kids to go to college someday? How many people in your family are financially depending on you? The answers to this question will help you understand your family's requirement and what you need to do to accommodate them with your personal and financial goals. And thirdly, study your spending habit. Now that you know your future goal and that of your family, look at your spending habits. How much money do you spend on rent, mortgage, groceries, insurance premium, gas? How good or bad is your credit score? Have you paid off all your debts? So in order to answer these questions, do what I would call a personal finance audit by getting your last 6 months of financial statements from your bank and go through them to see where you spend your money, Identify the unnecessarily and extravagant expenses from the necessities. And after closely examining these, um, start analyzing where you currently stand. Ideally, you would want to have enough savings to achieve all your goals, right? But if you find yourself falling short, try to add more to your savings fund each month or invest in more high yielding securities so your money can grow over a period of time. In so doing, you will understand your risk capacity and diversify your portfolio accordingly. Ponder over your expenses as well. Your spending should be within limits and should not interfere with the progress of your goals. So if your expenses are high, find ways to reduce them or find alternative sources of income. And last but not least, which is the third point, why recognizing your why will help you live a purposeful life. Recognizing your why gives you a sense of purpose. And having a sense of purpose gives your life a meaning, right? Direction and satisfaction. So knowing your why brings in focus and makes your dream achievable. So if you are working just to pay bills, you are making money, more important than your sense of purpose. So knowing and understanding your financial why will enable you to make money do what you really enjoy in life and helping you achieve the lifestyle that you really deserve. So when you know your why, your efforts point towards something of value. And values help guide the decision you make. They keep you on track and shield you from, I would say, dumb mistakes. They help you make spending, saving, and investing decisions with purpose in mind. In that way, you are more likely to stick to your budget. It becomes easier to save more, and if you must have debts, they are more likely to be carefully analyzed and weighed against your value and purpose. See, so if your habits are not backed by your why, your success will be quite elusive. So there will always be something else to chase. So people driven by money are often called workaholics, right? With little time for their families, I was there once upon a time, and justifying their behavior by saying that they are doing it all for their family. And I bet you that their families would likely tell a different story. So knowing and understanding your why is important because it allows you to align purpose with life. So, are you who you say you are? Do you think of yourself as a generous person, for example? If so, your activities should show that you regularly volunteer your time helping others, and you're giving quite a bit to support your favorite causes. Now, if you think of yourself as someone devoted to your family, the time you spend with them should reflect that. So when you're home, are you working on your laptop at night? Do you come home from work to enjoy dinner with your family? Do you attend your kids' sporting events, plays, concert, etc.? If the answer is no, your activities do not match up to your stated purpose. Now, do you see yourself as someone who is planning for a comfortable retirement? If so, do your retirement accounts and other savings and investment reflect that? Do your retirement and investment statements show that you are saving more than the minimum amounts toward those goals? Well, if the answers to these questions are no, your why may not be what you say it is. So remember that your why does not necessarily come with a dollar amount assigned to it. Okay? There are people who earn very little and are totally fulfilled. And there are millionaires and billionaires and zillionaires who are struggling because they have not taken the time to identify their financial why. So find your purpose. Let it come to light and let it drive your behavior. If your actions do not match who you want to be, dare to make some changes. Live your life on your terms because they are the only terms that matter. Now, I'm going to wind down and sum it up. Today, I talked about what is the why behind your financial decisions, how can you find your why, and why knowing your why is important to live a purposeful life. Right, so before I forget, let me share my contact information. You can reach me by sending me an email at mj@maryjocaesar.com or by sending me a DM, a direct message via Messenger. Now, I'm going to leave you with these last thoughts. Your why should, without a doubt, drive you to financial freedom. And by that, I mean break the money shackles that enslave you. However, if the driving force behind your financial freedom idea is to accumulate wealth and stuff, it will be hard for you to sustain your efforts because money is usually not the best motivator. And collecting, stuff will not make you happy. Why? Because you will never be able to accumulate enough stuff to fill the gap. So the more you have, the more you will want to have. And if you strive for the newest, shiniest object around, there will always be something on the horizon that you would want to have. So money without a purpose will leave you empty. Remember that money should be a means to an end, not the end. Knowing your why is essential. And know that without a why attached to it, your money will not accomplish much for you. So to build your why, you must think about what's important to you, what's important to your family, or what's important to your cause. It is really about finding a mission for your money. So whatever it is, your why has to be bigger than you. You must educate yourself, open your mind, and expand outside of your comfort zone. Do not leave it to others to determine your why. They are not motivated by your why, okay? Only you will find power in that. Note that financial goals that satisfy your why, tend to be longer term. Therefore, they are not achieved overnight. I like to end the show, as you know, with a quote. And today's quote is from Friedrich Nietzsche. He's a German, well, he was a German philosopher. And it reads, "He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow." So, what are your major financial goals? Why are you working towards them? Okay? Do you think having a why is important when figuring out your path, the path that you must take in life? I will let you ponder on these few questions and make sure to put your thought in the chat. For more information about how to achieve financial wellness from the inside out and live a purposeful life with the money you have, join me next week, Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. I will be talking about women and their money mindset. So make sure to visit my Facebook my Facebook group. Let me find the banner. Where is it? Here we are. My Facebook group on my website, as I will be uploading a free guide on how to find your financial why. Thank you for being here today on the Merging Life and Money Show. I am your host, Marie-Jo César. I will be back again next week. Until then, continue merging life and money. Bye for now.